because you are now a career coach, if you had a career coach much earlier on in your career, what advice do you wish they gave you?
That's a good one. I think the biggest thing is to own your strengths. When I first joined in my career, people kept telling me, like, stop wasting your time, stop saying yes to everything, like, skip a couple of meetings, break some rules. And I kept wondering why. Like, why do I keep getting this? Like, I feel like I'm breaking the rules. I feel like I'm saying all the things. But I think what they really meant by that is to own my strengths, like, let it shine. A lot of times we take a back seat to what we could be doing or what we should be doing. Like, we get this idea, like, oh, maybe I should do this, but I actually won't because I might step on someone's toes. I think the important thing is to just know, like, there's a reason why you're feeling that nudge. And a lot of the times when you do those things or you do the scary thing, that's what you get thanked and recognized for. And I wish that in my earlier career, people would encourage me more to do that because it took me a lot of time to really own that and own it, right? Like, if you say that you're the kind of person that wants to be an inspirational leader, if you say that you want to be an excellent engineer, like, that's valid, that's valid. And a lot of times in our industry, we say, like, that's not valid, or, you should be thinking about it in this way, especially in management. Like, oh, you should be very rigid or all this stuff, right? But I'm like, yeah, but in order to be an inspirational or empowering leader, you have to be willing to sit down and do the hard things. You have to lay out the milestones. You have to go first, oftentimes. That's part of it. And I acknowledge that. And a lot of people won't be able to understand that until you own it and articulate it. So that's what I wish I had gotten earlier on in my career.
Yeah, and I think that I've heard this said to me in a similar sentiment, which is that you're entitled, you're allowed to take up the room, to take up the space. You're allowed to, I think, because especially in the, I'm not maybe in other industries too. I don't even know about the tech industry, but everyone's so opinionated, or there are a lot of people that are opinionated, and their voices are typically louder. And sometimes when someone's really opinionated, they're loud, they are impassioned by what they want to say. It almost feels like, oh, that must be the objective truth, and I'll just kind of go along with it. But and then kind of you start devaluing your own kind of intuition, you're devaluing your own like perspective or opinions on things. I think it's important to know that even without someone of authority granting you the permission to exist or to speak your mind or to believe certain things. You were kind of not necessarily born with it, but by existing, you deserve the space. So I think that's important. That certainly advice I wish I heard earlier in my career as well. If you enjoyed this clip, make sure you watch the entire video, which has a lot more content just like this. And if you want to make sure you don't miss any of our episodes where we talk to leaders in the tech industry, from software engineers to product managers to engineering managers, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and also click the notification bell.